If you want to make money as an NFT investor, this video is for you. I want to share with you my experience, and at the same time, I want you to know that this is not financial advice. It's just my point of view based on what I've done in the NFT market in the last 12 months. Indeed, I've been learning, practicing and investing in NFTs since July 2021, and after losing almost $30,000, I have learned some priceless lessons I want to share with you in this video. And always keep in mind that investing in NFTs, especially at this moment, can be risky. So my first suggestion is to invest money you can lose and don't make any debts or loans for investing in any market. With that said, let me share with you my 3 top evergreen tips to make money as an NFT investor. My name is Max Cecco, and I help you become a high-paid infopreneur. It means selling your expertise or someone else's knowledge to help people solve their problems. On YouTube, I share my 12-year knowledge and experience helping professionals and small business owners create their personal brand online and sell information products and services. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I suggest you subscribe right now and turn the notification on. If you tap on the like button, you will contribute to spreading my message to people like you. So, thank you. A couple of crucial premises to understand the following 3 tips. First of all, in this video I won't talk about the basics of NFTs, how to open a MetaMask account, how to buy an NFT on OpenSea.io, and so on. And honestly, you can find lots of YouTube tutorials explaining everything you need to know to buy or sell NFTs. Secondly, my 3 top tips are focused on the mindset and strategy you should put in place to invest in NFTs, the most important aspects that prevent you from making huge mistakes. I'm using the following tips too every time I decide to buy an NFT. Tip number 1. Invest in what you understand. This is an essential tip but extremely undervalued and underestimated. If you don't understand what that specific NFT collection grants access to, or the utility behind that collection, or what you get based on the NFT you buy, please don't invest money, because chances are that you will lose your investment. When I'm considering buying an NFT, the first 3 things I pay attention to are: number 1, the utility of the NFT, number 2, the author of the collection, and number 3, the community. Let me explain each of these variables. Number 1, utility. Utility means the value you receive, the benefits you will get because you own that specific NFT of that collection. There are many utilities behind an NFT collection. Utility can be associated with the intellectual property of the author of that NFT collection, or it can be related to a specific service linked to that NFT collection. Number 2, the author. If the author is well known and even followed by thousands of people, chances are that their NFT collection will be successful. But there is an important but. Utility comes first, then check the author. If the creators of that NFT collection are followed by thousands of people, it means that specific NFT collection can increase its value, because no one will sell the NFT in the secondary market, such as OpenSea.io. It means the collection could be more valuable in the future, and therefore you will get a good ROI. Return on investment, in case you decide to sell your token. And number 3, the community. If the author has a powerful community and continues nurturing their community with valuable information, this is a great sign that this collection can be a great investment in the years to come. It is simply how the law of supply and demand works. If there is more demand than offer, the floor price increases, making your investment more precious and valuable. Let me share with you another important point. Being part of a community to network with is the most undervalued parameter a beginner investor in NFTs pays attention to. This is the main reason why I suggest launching an NFT collection only after creating a strong community. Now, let's switch to the following tip. Tip number 2. Do not flip NFTs. Invest in the long term. Guys and girls, Flipping NFTs just to make money in the short term is a losing game. I have lived the moment when many very young guys and girls made lots of money by flipping NFTs. Flip an NFT means buy it, especially when it is created, minted, and then sell it weeks or days later to get a profit. Today, October 2022, flipping NFTs is the perfect path to bankruptcy. Based on what I said minutes ago in the first strategy, I highly recommend investing in NFTs only for the long term, between 2 and 5 years, after considering the most important variables I mentioned. Indeed, you have to consider that NFTs are liquid investments. What is the difference between a liquid and unliquid investment? It is very easy to understand. A liquid investment can be an asset that can be sold the day after you bought it, so that you can convert them into money. Examples of liquid investments are stocks, treasury bills and treasury bonds, certificates of deposit, bonds, exchange-traded funds, mutual funds, etc. On the flip side, an illiquid investment is an asset that can take time to be converted into cash. For example, if you want to sell your house today, chances are that you need time to find a potential buyer. And the same happens with an NFT. You can sell it on the secondary market, such as OpenSea.io, but you need a buyer, someone who is interested in buying your token of that specific collection. So, when you plan to invest in an NFT, keep in mind that it could take time to resell it based on the price you ask. Now, let's switch to the next important tip. Tip number 3. Rarity counts. What is a rarity and why does it count? Let me explain it to you. In an NFT collection, all the tokens available don't have the same weight. The rarer an NFT is, the more valuable this token can be in the future. So, the question is, how can you value the rarity of the NFT? You can go to this website, rarity.tools. Now, let me give you an example. Consider one of the most important NFT collections built around an amazing community of artists, TV stars, and very famous people, Bored Ape Yacht Club. If I click on the Buy Now button, you can see which of these NFTs are available for purchasing. The price is so high. Now, let's move to the trades section of this website. If I click on the earring, you can see that there are only 222 pieces with diamond stud, 149 with cross, and so on. If I click on the diamond stud, you can see at what price the owners of these NFTs are selling their tokens. I suggest investing your time in understanding rarity, checking the prices, and finding the best NFT with the perfect combination of rarity and selling price. Indeed, rarity comes in different forms. Number 1. Rarity of the design. Exactly what I have just explained a few seconds ago for the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection. And number 2, you can associate a rarity based on the utility of the NFT. Let me give an example of an intellectual property utility. I can create an NFT collection of 3,000 pieces and only 10 of them will get access to a one-to-one 30-minute call with me to have a free consultation. In addition, only 2 pieces of the entire collection give you the chance to be mentored by me for 12 months without additional costs. Do you feel the value? Do you understand that rarity is significant to differentiate and increase the value of an NFT? With that said, if you want to know more about the NFT market, I highly recommend watching the following video: 5 variables that make an NFT valuable. If you are a beginner in the NFT market, or an investor, or someone who wants to launch his or her NFT collection, this video is for you, so watch it now.